Welcome or welcome back to We Rock and Math with Miss Catherine, where math videos are made easy and faster for you. Today's topic is going to be on dividing fractions by fractions. In the previous instructional video, we learned how to divide whole numbers by fractions. So if you haven't checked out that video yet, make sure you do so. Just click the upper right corner. We have 4 problems here, and we're going to go through each of them together. There's a list of steps here that we can use to help us solve these problems. Let's look at the first one. We have 5 halves divided by 3/16. So the first step, you can simplify any of the fractions if you need to. If you can, take a look at the first fraction and the second fraction. Notice that neither of these can be simplified, so just go to the second step. Switch the sign to multiplication and flip the second fraction. Let's rewrite this. 5 over 2. We're going to switch the sign from division to multiplication. And we're going to flip the second fraction, meaning this denominator here is going to go on the top, and this numerator, this 3, is going to become the denominator, and it's going to go on the bottom. So now instead of 3/16, it's going to be 16/3. Last, we just multiply the numerators and denominators. So if we multiply across, 16 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30, carry the 3. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Our numerator is 80. Multiply denominators. 2 times 3 is 6. And we have an improper fraction, meaning the numerator is larger than the denominator. So we have to convert it into a mixed number by doing a long division problem. 80 goes on the inside. 6 goes on the outside. 6 goes into 8 one time. 1 times 6 is 6. Put a subtraction sign and subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. Bring down the 0. 6 goes into 20 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18. Subtract. 20 minus 18 is 2. Our remainder is 2. This is going to be our whole number of the mixed number. Since a mixed number includes a whole number and a fraction, so 13 is our whole number, then our fraction is going to be this remainder as the numerator. Denominator is going to stay the same. Now you see we're not finished at this step because we can divide top and bottom by 2, which is our greatest common factor between 2 and 6. This would equal 13 and 1/3. And that is our final answer. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Looking at number 2, we have 4/7 divided by 5/15. First, check to see if any of these fractions can be simplified. The second one can. Let's rewrite this. 4/7 divided by, you want to make sure you keep this division sign as division. As you simplify the fraction, 5/15. You can divide top and bottom by greatest common factor, which is going to be 5. We have 4/7 divided by, so don't change this division sign yet. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Then once you have simplified, then you can switch the sign. This would equal 4/7 times, so we're switching the sign, then we flip the second fraction. So instead of 1/3, it's going to be 3/1. 3/1. Last, multiply straight across numerators and denominators. Numerators have 4 times 3, which is 12. 7 times 1 is 7. Last, we find the mixed number because we don't want to leave it as an improper fraction. So we want to change it into a mixed number and do a long division problem. Let's do it over here. 12 on the inside, 7 on the outside. 7 goes into 12 one time. 1 times 7 is 7. Subtract. 12 minus 7 is 5. So our mixed number is going to be 1 and 5/7. And that is our final answer. Moving on to number 3. We have 25/50 divided by 2/10. Check to see if any of the fractions can be simplified. They can. Both fractions can be simplified, so let's rewrite them. 25/50 . For this fraction, we're going to divide the top and bottom by 25. If it's easier, you can simplify this fraction first, figure out what you get, which is 1/2, and then simplify this fraction. So 2/10 divide top and bottom by 2, since that's the greatest common factor, and that's how we simplify fractions. And we get 1/5. Now that we have both fractions, we're going to write the equation 1/2. Since we simplified this first fraction, copy the division sign, divided by, then copy down this second fraction, 1/5. Since these fractions are simplified already, Now you can switch the sign. It's right over here. We have 1/2 times, so we switch the sign, then we're going to flip the fraction. It will be 5/1, which equals 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Numerator is 5. Denominator, 2 times 1 is 2. Last, change into a mixed number. 5 divided by 2 is 2. Two goes into 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract, and we get remainder of 1. So we have 2 and 1/2. And that's our final answer. Looking at the very last problem, we have 3/4 divided by 9/17. First, check to see if any of these fractions can be simplified. They can't. So we're just going to go to the second step. Rewrite these fractions. We have 3/4. And now we're doing the second step. Since this fraction or this fraction cannot be simplified, we're going to switch the sign to multiplication, then flip the second fraction. Instead of 9/17, it'll be 17/9. Then multiply straight across. 17 times 3. 3 times 7 is 21. Carry the 2. 1 times 3 is 3, plus the 2 is 5. Numerator is 51. Denominator, 4 times 9 is 36. We have another improper fraction, so we want to change it into a mixed number. We have another improper fraction here. We want to change it into a mixed number. 51 divided by 36. So 36 goes into 51 one time. And it's easier to just subtract these numbers to get the numerator. Let's do it here. 51 minus 36. We don't have enough for 1 minus 6, so you borrow 1 from the 5, make it a 4. Then this number is going to get a group of 10. So now we have 11 minus 6 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. So we have 1 and 15. So what we figured out here is the numerator of the fraction. 15/36. That is kept the same. Then we can actually simplify this one step further. There's a greatest common factor between 15 and 36, which is the number 3. So divide top and bottom by 3. And we get 1 and 5/12. And that is our final answer. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you thought this video on dividing fractions by fractions was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Until then, keep rocking at math, and I'll see you next time. Thanks everyone.